Now we need to make sure that all of these words are in the right groups. For them to be in a group, they have to sound the same and look the same. So we're working on short A, and long A. Okay, so which group do you want to start with? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
2.
Okay, so to be in that group, all of them have to sound the same and look the same. So focus on your A sound. What do you hear in past? Do you hear short or long A in past?
Short.
What about taste?
Oh.
It has an I mean. So that's our short sound, a.
Short.
This is tast or taste?
Taste.
Okay, so is it short or long A?
Long.
It says A, like our bird. Taste. Okay. So do these belong in the same group? They have the same sound? This one has the monster A sound and this one has the long bird A sound.
Oh no, I know.
Uh-oh.
I forgot.
So let's pull one of them out because they do not have the same sound. And we'll figure out where this goes later, okay?
I think it goes to here.
Okay. We'll leave it here for now. All right, what about this one? So this one has which one? The short A or the long A? The A or the A? This is past. It's got the monster sound. Okay. What about clay? Does clay have the monster sound? No. What about nail? Good job. And what about raise? Raise has the, what does the monster sound say? Does raise have that? Nope. Okay. So now, did you catch it?
Yep.
Now we need to figure out what other ones go with the monster sound. These ones we already decided do not have the monster sound. Do any of the ones in 4 have the monster sound? May, say, play, aid, trade.
Aid.
Okay, let's think about it. Ooh, it's hard to pick up, huh?
It goes to here.
Okay, so aid has the, what does the monster sound say again?
A.
Ooh, that's the long bird. That's the bird. Yeah, does aid have that sound in it? No. All right, what about trade? Think about what your monster sound is.
Tried.
So this is trade.
And it will be tried.
Right, and that's not a real word. What about glass? Yeah, that one has our monster sound. It has a short A. All right, what about these ones? Do any of these have short A? Thank you. Do any of these have short A? Shape, slave, tray.
A. Slave.
What's your monster sound? Good. So that one does not match the sound.
Not like slab.
All right. What about pray? Gray or stay?
That kind of looks like stay.
Well, we're focusing on how it sounds. We're trying to decide if it sounds like the monster sound. Okay. What about in our last one? So remember, we're listening for the monster sound. Gain, grain, day, brave, stand. What? High five! Yeah, that has the short A sound, the A sound. Okay, so all of these sound the same. Now we need to make sure, no, 4 is going to stay. Now we need to decide, do these look the same? All right, we're getting a little distracted. Now we need to decide if these look the same. They sound the same. They all have the monster A sound, but do these all look the same?
I don't.
We're still learning about this, but these do look the same because they all have just the A by themselves. They don't have the silent E to tell us that it's a long vowel like A, the bird, A. So we got one down. We're done with one column. Now we've got to figure out the other columns. We have to figure out columns 1, 3, and 4. Which one do you want to do?
1.
Okay.
They all have A's too.
They do all have A's. Do they all sound the same?
Yes.
Do they all have the monster sound or the bird sound? A or A? In this one, do they all?
A.
Yeah, they all have the bird sound. So let's make sure they all have the A sound. Gain, grain, day, brave. Do they all have the A sound? Yeah. So they all sound the same. Now let's make sure they look the same. What in this word tells you that it says A and not A? Because if it was an A sound, this would be spelled like this. Gan. So what in that word tells you?
Because it has an I and an A.
What?
Just said it.
You just said it. It has an A and an I. That makes our long A sound.
And 1 Y, A-Y, and 1 A-E.
Okay, so do all of those look the same then? How do we know it's a long vowel?
Because
Focus on the top one.
because
Focus on the top one. How do we know that top one is a long vowel?
they have two vowels.
Yeah, there's an A and an I. So does this one match it? Does it also have an A and an I?
Yeah.
So that one looks the same. Does this one look the same? Does it have an AI?
No.
And what about that one?
No.
Okay, so they don't belong. Which ones do belong in that group?
2.
What about in our other groups? Do we have any other groups that have ones that should be in the column with AI? Look at all your other words. Which other ones have AI with the bird A sound? Aid. Good.
No more.
Keep looking. Don't forget this group over here on the side. Nail. That has the long A sound. There's one more. Nice job. And raise. So in this one, they all look the same because they have AI, and they all sound the same because they have our long A sound, A. We're going to actually keep that there because it reminds us why they go together. But we'll move it, and how about we put it right here? A, I. Okay, next one.
Do
you wanna do
this one?
That one we can keep there because this one is our short A group. Which one do you want to do next? 3 or 4? Okay. So remember, they have to look the same and sound the same. So let's make sure they sound the same. Shape. Does shape have our monster A sound or our bird long A sound? Yep. So let's make sure all of them have our long A sound. Shape, slave, tray, pray, gray, and stay.
These ones.
What? Why are you moving those? You're right. Why are you moving them?
Because they don't actually have the same end.
They don't have the same end and they don't look the same. So where should they go? You've almost figured this whole thing out. Oh. All right, we just got to figure out where these ones go. Figure out where they go based on how they sound and they look and how they look.
This one doesn't go anywhere.
It does. Look carefully. Think about how all of your patterns look and sound. So you know that one is AI. What's this group? And what's this group over here? You can start whichever one is easier for you to talk about. No, nice try.
Both.
No, nice try.
This one.
You got to pick one or the other.
This
Okay.
one?
All right. Well, talk to me. What does this group have in common? We know that it has the long A sound.
And because they both have a LA.
Two of them do. Does this one have an LA?
Mm-hmm.
No, so that can't be Y. That one's good. Keep that one there.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because that one's good. Keep it up at the top. It's in the right place.
That's why.
You can do it. Think hard.
Because
one does not belong. Which one does not belong?
this one.
Why not?
Because it has a C.
This one does not belong. You're right, but there's another reason.
Because it doesn't have the same end.
What? Yeah. What's the end of these two?
S-E.
Mm-hmm. So these ones have a silent E at the end, and that one doesn't. Maybe we can start by putting the rest. Which ones need to go into this column? Which other ones have a silent E? Good. There's a few more.
This one. And this one. And not this
Good
one.
catch. There's one more in this column that needs to move here. There you go. Good. So all of these sound the same because they have our long A sound, A. And they all look the same because they have a silent E. All right, last one. Last group. Why do these ones belong together?
Because they all have Y's.
They all have Y's. And do these ones say our monster A sound or our bird A sound? Our tropical bird A? Yeah. May, say, play, pray, tray, stay, gray, day, clay. They all have our A sound. Now, which letters make the A sound in this word? In these words? A-Y.
And all of them have a A-Y.
They all look the same. A lot of curriculums for reading and spelling have what are called oddballs. So these are words that do not fit the spelling pattern either because they do not have the right orthographic pattern or the sound doesn't map to the pattern. So the word in this word sort that's the oddball is they. And it's an oddball because it's spelled with EY instead of AY, even though it's a long A vowel sound. There's some controversy right now in how to intervene with these and whether or not we should be teaching them as oddballs. I have kind of sided on the camp of every word is spelled for a specific reason, and it helps students to understand where these spellings come from and how they're related to other words. This is really beneficial not only for building literacy skills, but also language skills, as this is, involving the semantic network. So the word they, for example, is spelled that way for a specific reason, and it has to do with the deep orthography attached to the English language, and it connects this word to the other words that have a related meaning, specifically them and their. All three of these words are related in meaning. They refer to a group of people, and they also are related in their spelling by the TH and the E vowel. So with Libby, I didn't catch this in our recording because I did it several minutes later, but remember, this is a student who is in first grade. She has a language impairment and she has a reading disorder. And we talked about this just for a few minutes and I was really impressed. I talked about it in the sense of a word family, and that's why I drew a house. And I wrote the related words in the house, and I drew a short, tiny little picture of a group of people as a visual for how the meaning is connected. And we talked about it for a few minutes, and Libby looked up at me and said, "Oh, I get it." You just did your first long vowel sort. How do you feel?